Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. I had an order from Endless Pens. They were having a sale for the holiday, and it was if you bought 2 items or more, you get a certain specific discount percentage. If you do 3 items or more, or at least 3 items, sorry, then you'll get another percentage. And then if you go up to 5 items or more, you get up to 25% off your order, which was a steal. And I decided to get these items. So I wasn't really looking for anything for more than just one fountain pen. There was a pen that I've had on my list for a while, and I thought the first time I saw it about a month ago or so, I felt like, oh, I'm gonna wait until there's a sale. Completely forgot about the sale for Labor Day, but here we are, and so I decided to go with it. But to get the highest percentage of the discount, I ended up getting some inks. And I don't have many Sailor inks outside of the ones that they give you when you buy a Sailor pen. And I noticed that some Sailor pens have started to include inks outside of their basic black and blue black or blue. I was really excited when I got one of those to go into my autumn fountain pen, Sailor fountain pen, but I don't have any more outside of the blue or the black. So I decided to go with these. They were already discounted, and I pulled in 2 more. There's 3 pieces in here. They have a little, they're really cute, and I could see how you could use them to travel with because they're really portable, and they come in this little box. Well, not box, it's just, oh, it does come in a box. How cute. Let's see. Okay, so they come like this. Neat. And then you can reuse the box with your own inks that you might want to refill, so that's quite nice. The only thing about this box is that it has no label on it, so if I wanted to keep track of what the ink is for inside of this box, I would need to write it somewhere on here. But I do like the fact that it comes in this little container. So I ended up getting a turquoise, Shito, and Neo Sumir. So a purple and a green. And we'll see how those look. I won't be swatching them today because I have to put them in a Sailor pen, but I don't have any Sailor pens that I want to ink up today, so that will just wait for another day. Then I've been eyeing these Lamy inks, and I know that these have been out for a couple years now, but I've heard good things about Obsidian, and I wanted like another like really bright, strong ink. And when I say strong, I mean in its intensity. So I didn't realize how it would come in a really nice package. There's like a felt, like a foam thingy at the bottom, and then this would fit into it. And then it comes with this. I don't think I would need this piece, but this is nice. So this is 30 mLs. I really like the shape of the bottle. And this is Rhodonite, so it's gonna be a bright pink, and you could tell the color also by this little strip underneath the cap. And then also in the back, it has Lamy, but there is no other distinction if you did throw away the packaging to know what the name of the product is. So this one is a little bit different, which is interesting. So it just comes like that. It doesn't have the little foam packaging, but it is in the same shape. So Obsidian is more of a black, but I think it's not going to be a super strong black. I guess we'll just have to find out. So I'm going to swatch these with you today. And then last but not least is the Momento Magico collection. And this one is in the fine, and I think I got the gold. Okay, so it comes in this black clamshell box. And it's pretty hard. And then you get some information about the company and this collection. And then boom, we have the pen. So this is, oh wow, this is so much prettier in person. So it's coming off completely blue, and it's not blue. It's actually turquoise. It looks blue, but as I'm looking at it in on my end, it's not this shade. It's like a teal turquoise, but it's really pretty. We have Leonardo on the back. We have this really pretty band, gold band, and then the clip, and there's a little ring at the end, and this one is pointed. And this is my first Magico, so this is my first Leonardo that has the open window for ink. And I do like the touch of having those bands here as well. So it has the gold nib, and it says Leonardo with the wings and Italy. I'm just completely shocked at how the color is not rendering correctly on my phone. So honestly, it looks more like this color, but these are starting to look similar. So it has more green in it than what you can see. But this is so pretty. So I'm gonna ink it up. I gotta find the right ink. Here is the knob for the piston filler. And we will see how it writes. One of the things I look at to see, just like to kind of reassure me that my pen is going to write okay, is the slit on my nib. If I can see through the slit on the other side, then I feel a little bit more confident without even having to write with the pen that it's gonna write well. That's not a for sure thing, but it does make me feel pretty good that the tines aren't too tight to where the ink won't flow to the end. But you could see that little slit, how you can see the other side. You can see through it. Sometimes if the tines are too tight, you won't be able to see anything. And then that could lead to some issues that need some readjustment. But this looks really good so far. The real test is actually inking it up and testing it. So I'm gonna do that in the next clip. So there's a few things I wanna do here. One of them is to test this ink on my paper, which is the onion skin paper. And we talked about this in a pretty recent video. So let's see how it performs. I'm just using a dip pen, and this is the A5. I don't know the name exactly of this nib, but this was just from a very basic set. I'm pretty sure you can find this nib just about anywhere. Ooh, I do like how dark this is. Lately, I haven't been using black very often. So it's very dark. And that's actually something I've been looking for. I'm not quite sure if it is water resistant. I want to say it's not. You could see the color. I thought it would be black shading a little blue, but this looks like it's not shading. So I'm moving that over so that we can do the same swatch in my ink journal. And I'm on the wrong journal. You can probably hear my kids in the background, so sorry if they're very loud. So this is gonna take some time to fill just because yes, quite black. This is definitely a color I'm excited to have. Now when I put it in water, you could see it changed to this blue. And even as I dip it to dry it off, you see the blue undertone. Now we'll see how it looks when it's dry, because sometimes there's a shift in color. But I do want to get into the next color, which is Rhodonite. Ooh, look at that. Bright. I always seem to make the squares on the bottom the wrong size. But this ink has pretty sharp edges where you can see the ink pool to the edge of your line and it just pops. I don't expect there to be much shading with this ink. But it is pretty. So it's showing up a little deeper than what it actually is. This is like leaning towards hot pink. Yeah, so the color looks pretty consistent. I don't see any shading. And I don't believe this is sheening. But this is, my camera is definitely muting the color a bit. This is more of a brighter pink than what you see. Okay, so let's check it out on onion skin paper. All right, very pretty, and my camera's doing the same. You can see the ink kind of pooling in certain areas. That is not sheening, it's just the reflection. I think I've chosen my ink. I think I want to go with this really bright pink Rhodonite in my Leonardo. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Normally I would go with some type of blue, maybe a greenish color. And I have a bottle, a Scribo Verde Bosco out, but I'm going to go with something a little brighter, something that will make me a little bit happier because the color is so bright. So I'm gonna ink up the pen with this one, and we'll just do a dip for now. So I just dip the pen to get the feed wet. Okay, so I did that wrong. And it's actually the third. But rather than I'm just gonna switch it over like that. So I did ink it up with the Rhodonite, and you can see the ink sloshing around in there. I will say I felt like I got a good amount of ink. However, when I raise my pen all the way up, it seems like the barrel can fill all the way with ink. It's interesting. Oh, the pen does post. It does become a bit long, but it is pretty lightweight, so it doesn't feel too heavy. It did take me a few minutes just to get the feed saturated enough. And it does feel like this pen has a little bit more feedback than my other Leonardo. So this is the Leonardo Momento Magico, and color is emerald gold. And the ink is Lamy Rhodonite. And this pen is a fine. I think I might smooth it out just a little bit on my mesh. But other than that, I am actually quite pleased with this pen and how beautiful it looks. It is comfortable. I find that it doesn't have that additional heftiness because it is a piston fill. So it does feel a lot lighter than the other, than the Furore. And that was the one I tested here, the Aqua Petra. And let's take a look at how those two look side by side. Okay, so here's my Galen leather case. And here's all my colorful pens. So if I were to put it side by side, you could see this is the Aqua Petra, and this one is the Emerald Gold. So they are a different shape. The clips are relatively the same, and you can see the different colors, but they're really pretty. This one is heavier than this one. All right, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments and I will respond as soon as I can. Thank you for watching and spending some time with me today. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.